Hi, I'm Ben Joseph from Expeller. Let me introduce you to Milu Odourless toilets. Milu Odourless by Expeller is an exclusive range of odourless toilets that eliminate bathroom odour at the source. With a patented inbuilt ventilation system, Milu Odourless quietly extracts odours from the toilet bowl and discharges them directly into the sewer before they can be released into the bathroom. This video will outline the installation process of the Milu Odourless in-wall system for wall-hung toilets. Warning: the steel frame provided with the system will transfer the loads from the toilet pan through to the attached wall. The wall must be built rigidly so that flexing is minimised under loading from the toilet. Failure to do so may lead to failure of the wall and/or damaged tiles. The studded wall must be constructed using 90 by 45mm timber sections. Expeller takes no responsibility for the construction of the wall. Before installation, the Milu Odourless toilet must be installed by a qualified plumber in accordance with AS NZS 3500. Check the product thoroughly for any missing components or defects prior to installation. Tools required. We recommend to have the following tools available for the installation. Set out. The wall must be framed using 90 by 45mm framing timber. The studs that secure the frame are to be positioned such that the floor waist position is 296mm from the left stud and 259mm from the right stud. Determine the finished floor level and mark this position on the wall studs adjacent to where the system will be installed. Mark a line on the adjacent studs 225mm above the finished floor level. The minimum nogging height for this section of wall should be 1300mm above the finished floor level. Electrical rough-in. The Expeller odour control fan is located inside the toilet system and is powered by a 12-volt power adapter. A 4-metre 12-volt extension cable comes pre-installed with the system. This cable connects the power adapter to the Expeller fan. Have a qualified electrician install a mains power outlet within 3.5 metres of cable length to the toilet. The power outlet should be accessible for future servicing of the 12-volt power adapter. Assembling the pan connector and installing into the frame. Apply lubricating grease to the rubber grommet and install it into the hole in the plastic pan connector. Fit the wave washer onto the spigot of the flexible duct. To attach the flexible duct to the pan connector, firmly push the spigot into the pan connector, compressing the rubber grommet. To install the pan connector into the frame, first route the flexible hose through the frame. Secure the pan connector to the frame using the steel bracket and socket head screws. For P-trap installation, refer to the instruction manual. Installing the frame. Extend the legs of the frame and fit the frame into the wall cavity. The frame should fit snugly inside the wall studs. Adjust the height of the frame until the 225mm mark on the frame aligns with the mark on the studs. Tighten the frame bolts securing the legs. Use a level to ensure the front of the frame is aligned with the front of the studs. The steel frame must be flush with the front face of the studs. Mark the frame mounting hole positions onto the studs. Remove the frame. Using an 8mm drill bit, drill the studs. Refit the frame. Using a socket, secure the frame to the studs with the 3/8 inch coach screws provided. Installing the cistern. The odour ventilation ducting consists of multiple ductwork sections located on the outside of the cistern. These sections connect using O-ring seals. Apply lubricating grease to all the O-rings. Push the duct pieces together as demonstrated. Be careful to ensure O-rings are properly seated. Pinched or incorrectly installed O-rings may result in water leaks. Assemble the cistern mounting bracket to the tank using the carriage bolts provided. Be mindful not to trap the power cable between the bracket and the tank. Tighten the bolts by hand only. Mark and pre-drill the studs as instructed in the manual. Partially install 8-gauge screws in the top 2 holes only. Hook the system mounting bracket onto the 2 screws. Add the remaining 2 screws and tighten to secure the bracket to the studs. Tighten the cistern mounting bracket carriage bolts. Connect the flexible hose to the cistern ductwork. Only slight tightening torque is required. Secure the cistern flush pipe to the steel frame using the bracket and screws. Route the 4-metre extension cable to the location of the mains outlet. Plug in the power adapter to the mains outlet. We highly recommend using the Expeller PIR motion sensor to automatically activate the odour control fan. Connect the 12-volt power adapter and extension lead to the motion sensor like so. The sensor mounting hole can be used as an access port for servicing the power adapter. Installing the Expeller fan. Remove the cistern flush button cover, actuator transmission block, and fold aside the flush arms. Remove the Expeller fan from its packaging and apply the supplied silicone grease to the O-ring on the fan. With the flat side of the fan facing outwards, install the fan like so. Push the fan up until it clips into the receptacle. Connect the power cable. Check that the fan turns on when the power is supplied. The fan motor will be audible. Completing the cistern installation. Connect the water supply to the cistern. Replace the cistern flush components and install the dust cover. Lubricate the pan connector seal and install the pan connector extension. Lubricate the flush pipe O-rings, then install the flush pipe extension. Cover the pipe outlet with duct tape to prevent dust ingress. Install the threaded rods that secure the pan. Leave the plastic cover in place to protect the screw threads. Installing the flush and waste pipes. Depending on the wall construction, the flush pipe, waste pipe and pan mounting rods may require cutting to length. Follow the details in the instruction manual to determine the cut length requirements. Fit the key seal to the flush pipe. Apply lubricant to the rubber seals and install like so. Installing the flush button. Cut the flush button dust cover to align with the wall. Install the flush button mounting frame. Adjust the plastic mounting bolts to suit the wall cavity. If necessary, shorten the bolts. Install the flush push rods into the actuator block and twist to fasten. If necessary, shorten the push rods. Fit the flush buttons. Finally, check the operation of the flush.